Hello everybody, and welcome back to 10-Minute Reviews, where we do, well, reviews in 10 minutes or less-ish. Some of them may end up going longer from time to time. And today I want to talk about a absolutely fantastic book for you sci-fi lovers out there. It's called Old Man's War. It's written by John Scalzi, and the closest comparison I can draw to this as far as the how well known the book has gotten, how well regarded the book is, would be Ender's Game. Actually, the plots are different, some similarities, but just the way it's taken on a life of its own. John Scalzi, this book came out. This was his first. I don't know if it's the first book he ever wrote, but it's the first one that major one that got published, and this basically made him. He won awards on it. It turned into a trilogy. It's spun off into other books. He's written a bunch of other sci-fi books, but Old Man's War was just an absolutely phenomenal book. If you liked Ender's Game, if you like sci-fi along those lines, you've got to check out Old Man's War. Have you read it?
I haven't. I've heard it. It's
absolutely incredible. I'm actually surprised it hasn't been turned into a movie or TV show or something along those lines yet. No spoilers yet, just the general subject matter of it. So we're in a near future Earth. So it's the Earth we know, just again near future, and we have expanded out to the stars. And it's almost like we have two different governments now. We've got the Earth-based government, and then we've got the space-based government. And in order to get out into space and be a colonist, get your land out on a new planet, you have to join the army. You have to join the military because there's a lot of bad aliens out there. And the tricky part about it is that it's called Old Man's War for a reason. You cannot become a colonist and join the military until you are at retirement age. They don't take anybody younger. You have to be at retirement age or older in order to join the military and go out. And I think it's a 5-year 5-year enlistment, and then afterwards, then you become a colonist. You go to whatever planet that you wish, I think, and get to be a colonist. And nobody knows, nobody on Earth, nobody Earthbound knows about any technology that the space-based government has, or why it's old people, and so on and so forth. And it follows a character named John Perry, who him and his wife sign up to join the military and go become colonists after their military service. But unfortunately, before they ship out, basically, his wife passes away. I can't remember if it was cancer or something along those lines, but his wife ends up passing away. So he has to go by himself. He's already signed the contracts, and he really has nothing else to do. So he goes out and joins the military, and then from there, the book delves into its main plot lines of him as his time in the military, learning more about the space-based government and the differences between the Earth government and space government, the things the space government's not telling people on Earth, and so on and so forth. Again, absolutely incredible book.
Do we have it upstairs?
I'm not sure, probably. Spoilers ahead, so if you don't want any spoilers on this, go ahead and hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons now. Turn the video off and go get Old Man's War by John Scalzi. It's, again, absolutely phenomenal. And fantastic. And amazeballs. Now, if you're still sticking around, now we've got some spoilers for it. So the interesting thing about it, again, Earth is basically, it's almost quarantined by the space-based government that is obviously much larger, controls stronger tech. They have a space elevator. And they find out why they have to be retirement age. The reason they want people retirement age, they want them, one, to have lived a full life on Earth, and two, they can create cloned bodies and drop your mind into it. So, and these bodies are not, cloned is they can create cloned bodies. When you finish your military service, if you survive, then they will clone your body, drop your mind into that, but young, and now you get to go live a second life on a colony. The military bodies, however, are green and stronger, faster, probably worth more than $10 million, or $5 million. So they are they're not quite, but they're up there. And unfortunately, what they learn is that the casualty rate in the military is something along the lines of 80 or 90%, because there's a lot of aliens out there, and there's not a lot of real estate, whereas the Earth and humans are, definitely fighting for real estate constantly. It's a constant fight. But one of the things that ends up throwing off the main character, John Perry, is he runs into his wife, who's in Special Forces, but has no idea who he is. And it turns out that once you sign the contract, they own your DNA, regardless of whether or not you were still alive. So their Special Forces are cloned.
Dead people?
Are the ones that died after they signed the contract, but before they joined the military, cloned, improved upon, and then raised up, but fast raised, because there's computers implanted in the brain that's like your personal assistant, where they can also use that to basically give you all language and social customs and history, and basically a childhood. They like the Special Forces soldiers, if you ask them how old they are, they'll tell you they're 2 or 3, if that. They have a whole different way of looking at things. So it's pretty interesting, because as the main character goes to these battles, he learns more and more. That some of these battles are absolutely hilarious. I mean, the battle against the species that they're about.
Oh.
They're about that big. So the little fighter jets are like that long.
Oh.
The skyscrapers like that tall. And the main character starts to have almost PTSD type stuff after years of constant battle, and he's basically Godzillaing his way through, just kicking over buildings and stomping and swatting down planes. And so it's pretty amusing, and some of the ways these characters bite the big one is absolutely hilarious. But he ends up by sheer luck managing to find to secure an objective and a piece of tech. So he gets promoted and actually pulled out of the main infantry, becomes an officer, and gets pulled out of the main infantry, which increases his survivability, along with some of his friends from basic training. Because again, you got to remember, retirees, people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s are joining, getting younger bodies, but they've all lived full lives in non-military. So one of his buddies was an astrophysics college professor. So you get some really, really cool science on the possibilities, how they do the faster than light travel and things along those lines. That's pretty cool, because they're probably not traveling faster than light. They're probably just entering different universes, and these people are not actually the same person that you knew before. They're just the new universe's version of it. So it's pretty interesting. And he slowly gets to know the cloned body of his wife, who gets curious about him, and that's pretty much the main plot of the story, and how it goes is all the way up to the tail end of his enlistment, and he actually survives. Of course, he's the main character, and getting to know his wife that's not his wife, because it's just a cloned body, totally different. It's not like they took her memories or anything. It's a new person. So yeah.
Wife suit?
Pretty much. It's absolutely fantastic. It's an incredible book. So you guys absolutely have to check it out. It's again just amazing.
Sounds good.
So
I'm gonna want to be reading that.
Oh God, it's incredible. He's actually the one that wrote that book, The Red Shirts, the little comedy spoof book.
I remember one of our first dates.
So yeah, it's a pretty funny book. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye now.